We're at Kim's Taekwondo Center, Green Bay, Wisconsin. I'm Master Penny Dugan. Today is Lesson 7, Taekwondo Offensive Hand Techniques in forms Chon-Ji through Farong. Chon-Ji, walking stance, middle punch. Dan-gun, walking stance, high punch. L stance, knife hand chop. Dosan form, middle spear finger strike, walking stance. Turn 360, back fist. Regular back fist. Horse stance, knife hand chop. Won-Hyo form, cat stance, inward knife hand strike. L stance, forward punch. Il-Go form, walking stance, elbow strike. And jumping, back fist strike, X stance. Chung-gun form, walking stance, elbow strike. Walking stance, twin, high punch. Walking stance, twin, upset punch. Chung-gun form, walking stance, elbow strike. Walking stance, twin, high punch. Walking stance, twin, upset punch. Taegi form, walking stance, low spear hand strike. Feet together, back fist strike. Next, twin elbow strike with the palms facing down. Grab head to the knee strike. Walking stance, high spear hand strike. Farong form, downward knife hand strike, L stance. L stance, reverse punch. L stance, twin elbow strike. Next we'll go through the offensive hand strikes in the forms from Chon-Ji to Farong. In Chon-Ji, after low block, the hand strike would be step forward, middle punch. When you punch, it's with the front two knuckles. The wrist is straight. Your fist needs to be tight, with the thumb holding your fist tight. You need to have reaction force coming back to your belt. Your target is on your center line to the solar plex. So make sure not too high or too low or off center. Exactly to the solar plex. So if you wanted to practice on a target, you could practice low block, step forward, middle punch, walking stance. Reaction force is when you switch the hands, push down in your stance, and middle punch. If you have a hand target, you could practice stepping forward and middle punch. Next form, Dan-gun, we have high punch. High punch is also on the center line, but it's to the philtrum, right under your nose. So you'd want to practice knife hand block, step forward high punch, so your hands are switching, coming back to your belt, and executing high punch. If you have a target, set it a little bit higher, try to hit with your front two knuckles. Ready? 1, 2, Next in Dangun, we have a knife hand chop. It's with the blade of your hand. Hold fingers tight, thumb slightly bent. You're in the L stance. The hand comes back, the other hand tight fist. Backs of your hands together. When you swing through, it's parallel to your target. So don't chop down. You're coming across. You need to push down in your stance. Knife hand strike. 1, 2, 3. Next Dosan form has spear finger strike. You start with your fist at your belt in walking stance. If right foot's forward, the right hand comes out to strike. The left hand rests under elbow. Strike with your fingers. Fingers are tight. Thumb is slightly bent. Aim on your center line at the solar plex. Start with your fist and strike straight out. Spear finger strike. If you have a target, simply stop short of your target. 1, 2, 3. Next is 360 back fist strike. You could practice it out of the spear hand strike. Come around 360 degrees, landing in walking stance. And back fist strike is with the front 2 knuckles aimed at the temple. It begins back by the belt, underneath the other arm, which will snap back to your belt as this one strikes to the temple. So practice from the spear. Come around 360, walking stance. Alright, that's the spear. Turn, walking stance, and the next technique is just a regular back fist where you step forward. The strike hand comes underneath, the other arm comes out, striking to the temple, while the other one comes back to the belt. Make sure you put a little snap on the end. So you can practice walking stance on a target, hitting with your front 2 knuckles. 1, 2, 3. Next we have knife hand strike, but in the horse stance this time. Again with the blade of your hand, fingers tight, thumb slightly bent. It's going to come across, not at an angle. Strike with the spear of the hand. It comes back. Backs of the hands together. Horse stance. You want to push down in your stance when you strike. You're going to look, turn, and strike. 1, 2, 3. Next we have a cat stance and a inward knife hand strike. Again using the blade of your hand, fingers tight, thumb slightly bent. The right hand is going to come back by the shoulder. Here you'd be striking someone in the temple, neck possibly. So you'd be looking at your target, cat stance, and inward knife hand. 1, 2, 3. So we want this about shoulder height. Then you could practice the L stance, forward punch with the front 2 knuckles. L stance punch. Again, jump, X stance, strike. Next. At Kim's Taekwondo Center, students study the offensive techniques in their forms. They learn them in order. They learn how to explain them, so they have good knowledge when teaching other students and coaching students in their forms.